Hello students, this is the last part of Unit 6 Evolution of Mobile Technologies for Mobile Communication BENTC. By this time we are aware of LTE, structure of LTE, architecture of LTE and different parts of LTE. Let us have the last part of the unit, that is 5G technologies and comparison of different generations. So the content of this unit is overview of 5G network and comparison of 4G and 5G, opportunities and requirement in 5G network. So mobile generation started from 0th generation, is also called as pre-cellular network, and from 1980 onwards there are different generations seen which is improving the communication techniques and security. The first generation, that is referred as analog telecommunication standards, was set in 1980. Then immediately second generation came into 1991, where digital encryption was started, and that was referred as 2G system. It was more efficient as compared to the previous technology, and hence mobile phone started existing in the world. 2G introduced data services for mobile, which includes SMS and messages. After that, 2.5G, 2.75G were different generation in which technically the switching techniques were improved as well as the security parts are improved. After that, 3G came into picture, and this was the biggest step to change the communication domain. 3G technology provides an information transfer rate at least of 144 kilobits per second, and it was the highest achieved rate for this. This was standardized by 3GPP2 standards body. Sending voice, data, and signaling data between mobile phones and cell sites was possible because of this. It was applied to wireless voice telephony, mobile internet access, fixed wireless internet access, video calls, and mobile TV technologies. After that, require some improvements were done in 3.5G and 3.75G. 3.5G were desperate mobile telephony and data technologies designed for better performance than 3G system. The capacity was improved and high-speed downlink packet access, evolved HSPA, was developed under this 3.5G. In 3.75G, it evolved high-speed packet access with some advancement in standard wireless broadband communication. It was the second phase of high-speed access. 3.95 was in picture, and that time LT came into picture. The requirements were originally set forth by ITU-R organization in advanced specifications. After that, fourth generation came into. In addition to the usual voice and other services of 3G, mobile broadband internet access, for example, to the laptops with wireless modems, to the smartphones and other mobile devices, was possible using 4G technology. The potential and current applications include mobile web access, IP telephony, gaming services, high definition mobile TV, video conferencing, 3D televisions, and cloud computing. After that, a small step was taken, that was 4.5G, in which the performance was improved more, and towards the journey for 5G was started. 5G is a generation currently under development, and the data rates of several 10 megabits per second are expected under this technology. Let us have difference comparison in different parts of this different technologies. First generation started in from 1970, and the fifth generation is about to start from 2015 onwards. There are different standards set in first generation: AMPS, NMT, TACS, second generation GSM, CDMA, AH, and GPRS. Third generation UMTS, HSPDA, WCDMA, EVDO. Fourth generation LTE Advanced, WiMAX, that is IEEE 802.16 standard. And now fifth generation MIMO and MM-Views, that is multiple input, multiple output systems and millimeter wave system. The technology used for first generation was analog, and then onwards for every generation it is digital. The frequencies used for communication was, for first generation it was 30 kilohertz, then second it was 1.8 gigahertz, third generation 1.6 to 2 gigahertz, fourth generation 2 to 8 gigahertz, and for fifth generation it would be 3 to 30 gigahertz. The bandwidth taken by first generation was just 2 kbps, and after every generation it is improving. Third generation it was 2 mbps, and now for fifth generation it will be higher than 1 gbps. Access system for first generation was FDMA. Second generation it was combination of TDMA and CDMA. Third generation CDMA. Fourth generation CDMA, and now fifth generation is OFDM, BDMA. The core network PSTN were used for first and second generation. Third generation used packet network, and fourth, fifth generation uses internet. Voice switching was done using circuit for first to third generation, while packet switching was used for fourth and fifth generation for voice switching. Data switching was done by circuit for first and second generation, and for third, fourth and fifth it was packet switching. Data rates for first generation as such not available. For second generation it was 236.8 kbps, third generation 384 kbps, up to fourth generation up to 1 gigabit per second, and for fifth it would be up to 10 gigabits per second. Let us have an overview of 5G technology. All 5G wireless devices in sale are connected to the internet and telephone network by radio waves through a local antenna in the cell. The main advantage of new network is that they will have greater bandwidth, giving faster download speed and eventually up to 10 gigabits per second. The increased speed is achieved partly by using higher frequency radio waves than the current cellular networks. Higher frequency microwaves have a shorter range than the frequencies used for previous cell phone towers, requiring smaller cells. 5G networks operate on up to 3 frequency bands, low, medium and high. A 5G network will composed of a network of up to 3 different types of cell, each requiring different antennas, each type giving a different trade-off, download speed versus distance and service area. To continue this, low band 5G uses similar frequency range as 4G cell phone, that is 600 to 700 MHz. Low band cell towers will have a similar range and coverage area to current 4G towers, while mid-band 5G uses microwaves of 2.5 to 3.7 GHz, currently allowing the speed of 100 to 900 megabits per second, while high band 5G will use the frequency from 25 to 39 GHz. The application area for this is enhanced mobile broadband (eMBB), ultra reliable low latency communication, that is URLLC, and massive machine type communication, that is MMTC. The speed possibility is with 5G is approximately 50 megabits per second to over 2 gigabits per second at the start. Latency: Verizon reports the latency on its 5G early deployment of 30 milliseconds, while edge servers close to the towers can reduce latency up to 10 to 20 milliseconds. The industry standard group 3GPP, chose the 5G NR new radio standard together with LTE as their proposal for submission to the IMT 2020 standard. Spectrum: New radio spectrum 5G NR frequency band have been allotted to 5G network. Let us see the requirement of 5G network. 1 to 10 Gbps connection to endpoint in the field. It is not theoretical maximum. 1 millisecond end-to-end round-trip delay, that is latency, 1000x bandwidth per unit area, 10 to 100x number of connected devices, perception of 99.99% availability, perception of 100% coverage, 90% reduction in network energy usage, and up to 10-year battery life for low power machine type devices. Thank you for patiently listening. All 5 parts of this unit are available with the video. You all are expected to go through minutely and attempt your unit test 2 and university examinations. For any queries and details, you write to me at my email address vbvajapurkar@pict.edu. Thank you.